Good morning.
It's a cold morning.
Holy smokes, it's cold. It was minus 17. It's warmed up to minus 15 Celsius. How do we get out of here?
I think you just take any side street and then... there's a map on the ground there somewhere.
Just unloaded here. Been a very, very grumpy forklift driver, but you know, sometimes you get those. My deck is solid ice. Solid ice. And we still don't have a microphone.
You had to unstrap and untarp and all this. It was not fun. So you have 2 shirts, 3 pairs of pants.
Yep.
Balaclavas, toques, you name it.
Yeah, I was wearing my long johns. I guess this is no stop either direction. I guess both sides will just yield. I was wearing my long johns, a pair of dress pants, and then my jeans over top of that. Wearing a short sleeve shirt, a long sleeve shirt, and a thick winter parka. Wearing a balaclava, a toque on top of that, and the hard hat on top of that. Okay, I guess they stopped.
I was very similarly dressed, a little less. It was a cold walk just to the washroom this morning. I mean, for you even setting up the cameras, it was like, oh no, that's cold without a toque.
Yeah, I'm like, just run inside, clip 2 cameras in. It'll be, nope, should have put a toque on. It's cold, cold, cold. I hate that my deck is so icy. But what do you do?
At some point, tell the boss, I'm sorry, we have to salt it.
We're not supposed to salt an aluminum deck. And honestly, the guy that came and spread a handful of salt that area looks the same as the rest. So it's not actually better. Okay, taking the shortcut around Spokane. So we're in Spokane Valley. Spokane Industrial Park. The Park. It's just called The Park. Pulling onto Sullivan Road.
When we left you guys yesterday, there was a chance that we were supposed to unload yesterday. And then everything went kapoof.
I'm confused.
I can tell that. Your face says that you're confused.
Looking at my shadows of the smokestacks, why is only one smokestack have a bunch of steam coming out of it? This truck, normally both smokestacks have steam coming out of it. Is one frozen up?
I wonder. I don't know. We might have to inquire about that.
My GPS is freaking out. I'm taking the wrong route. Trying to lose another microphone?
I'm trying to prevent us from losing another microphone.
So now we just take North Sullivan Road and just stay on it northbound. Turns into Bigelow. Big Bigelow or just Bigelow?
Tell ya. Yesterday was quite the day.
Yeah, go ahead.
Losing the microphone was only the beginning. Trying to think. Oh, at Customs we got pulled over.
'Cause I was too radioactive.
We were radioactive. We couldn't go in the regular booth. I don't know if the other one wasn't censored correctly, set up correctly. I don't know. It was touchy. So we had to go inside and wait while they scanned our truck with a handheld device, which took like 20 minutes or whatever. So that 2 o'clock appointment, it just wasn't happening. I don't know what else happened after that. We were told basically we can't load today?
Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah. We couldn't unload yesterday, basically. We had to wait till today at 10:30 in the morning. It's now 11 a.m. So we were done at like 2:30, 3 o'clock yesterday.
2:30, we parked and called it a day.
Oh yeah, your truck wouldn't start at Customs. That was the other. Yeah.
Truck wouldn't want to start up.
Usually,
Keeping it running this time.
usually you turn it off at the booth so they can hear you and all that, and then it wouldn't start up again. It's probably a wiring thing.
Because everything was so wet with snow and yeah. It starts up once. Because everything's hot, so all the water probably evaporates off the wiring after a couple of minutes, and then it starts up. So there's got to be a short. When you first stop, there's too much moisture in that wiring.
So yeah, one untarped yesterday when it was warmer. I looked at the weather, I was like, nope, in a few hours you're going to regret this if you don't do it now. I think that was a smart move.
Yeah, very, very smart move. Because I untarped at -3 Celsius. Today morning it would have been -17 Celsius.
And with the wind chill, I think it's like -25 or -26.
Yeah, it feels like, yeah.
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 So that unloading yesterday meant we couldn't reload yesterday, so that's where we're going now.
Headed to Colville.
We still make it home today, though, it looks like.
Yeah.
Those palm trees look so weird in winter. Just telling you.
Where?
They were on your side of the house back.
Probably fig trees.
I can't quite tell.
I don't think a palm would survive these winters.
For me, they look kind of fakeish, but they could look that way and be real. I don't know. Tell you, next time we go past, I'll look and see if the tree branch, one of them was hanging down. I'll be like, is that the same look? Yeah, we idled the truck the whole night. Just not turning that off.
Well, since we were parked there since 2:30, so we clicked the bunk heat on, and we survived on the bunk heat till we went to bed, and then idled overnight. So either way, we would have had to idle the same amount of time.
Yeah. This way we could set it up and just go to bed and not be woken up halfway through the night. And you had gotten a fleet message from the boss saying to idle any truck sitting below minus 15. Don't risk batteries being dead.
So this is Bigelow Gulch Road. GPS keeps still saying I'm on the wrong road, but it is the best road out of here.
I treated us out to breakfast this morning too. It's not bad from a gas station getting some good breakfast.
Yeah, Maverick has good gas station food.
It does. I can see why Matt's off-road recovery.
It's not good food, but it's good gas station food.
Yeah, but you can see why Matt's off-road recovery goes to Maverick all the time. Snowballs out there, like somebody was attempting to make a snowman.
So this section coming up is still under construction. They're working on 4-laning all of this. A few years it'll be 4-laned all the way. So yeah, icy deck like this. The deck was perfectly clear when I went to bed. We had nothing on the deck. It was perfectly clear. No snow, no ice, nothing. But then overnight, it snowed like crazy. The first layer melted, so it was a layer of ice on the bottom, and then a couple of inches of snow on top of that. And that's the only reason I have an icy deck. Because I have a rule, when you start in the morning, you always shovel your deck before driving. It's a good way of preventing the deck from icing. This time, even that didn't work.
You're talking from 2 nights ago, right?
Yeah.
Like,
when we slept in Thelmo.
Yeah. And that's confused people.
If we had been able to load there, when we should have,
That would have prevented
It would have prevented the ice. So the ice would have been on top of the tarps.
So we just have to find a way to tarp your trailer when it's empty.
I am not rolling tarps out and having them. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I know, I can't find another way.
Spray it with that beet juice.
I don't know.
What about antifreeze? Pouring a bit of antifreeze on it. Or even washer fluid.
I'm thinking that too when you said that. I don't know the answer to that, but that might be worth testing a small section of it and seeing how that goes if we redo the whole deck. I noticed it yesterday, you did too. Like when we stopped moving, we were still dripping, like everything off the trailer, and then it froze as the temperature went down, which makes it so hard to undo your straps and everything.
Yep, you need the assistance of a hammer to undo straps.
I remember that one time, Northern Alberta, I think it was.
Tiger torches?
Yep. It's messy when they're wet and then they freeze.
Alright, here we turn onto Freya Street.
Attempt to remember this later for the map.
The route we took? It's pretty straightforward.
Sometimes I accept the challenge of trying to remember it without looking up on Google Maps again. Tell myself it's a good brain exercise or puzzle or something.
Wait, there's cars on that highway.
Yeah, there is.
That's new. What? Is that... I've never seen cars on that highway before. They must have opened a longer section. I'm gonna have to look on Google Maps.
But I was just talking about how we don't look on Google Maps.
I'm just saying there might be a better way out in the future. Not from Spokane Valley, but maybe there is a new, better route.
I'm trying to think of where that building is on top of the hill there. It's a really old university or
Could be, yeah.
something.
I've actually never seen that before.
When the leaves are there, it blends right in. It's hidden.
Yeah. That highway's open. What? That's new.
Where's a phone? I found a phone. I was reading the reply to your text message. What? Where?
Oh, about the grumpy forklift driver?
Yep. What is on the hill up there?
people, I guess.
I don't know that answer. Assuming since it's an academy, it's probably private.
It is windy out here. Head-on wind. Hey, but we were complaining about dreary, cloudy days. Those are gone. Beautiful blue sky. So this is highway, or US Highway 395.
Google's kind of confused about that road too. It just shows this gray there, like it's not complete. Like,
So how far does that gray go? Right to the interstate? Or not yet?
Not yet. I don't know. I'll leave it open and you can look at it.
Once it clicks into the interstate, that'll be a good road to take.
Mountains in the background. You can't see my camera, but they all have fresh snow. It's really pretty. That wind just makes me like, ugh, wind chill. That'd be pretty. Thankfully, your next load isn't tarped. It's just going to be load and strap. Hopefully easy.
Rattles.
It usually doesn't rattle, so I make it not rattle. That probably would be my call sign.
Rattles?
Yeah.
Chocolate glazed donut was so good.
Wasn't it? You let me have a little bit of it, and I was like, oh.
You could have bought more for yourself. She gave it to me. I'm like, you know what? I can't eat this whole donut. I gave her like a quarter of it. It's like a quarter. It's a small little donut.
I want to say eighth of it,
No.
sixth of it.
No, that was like a quarter.
No, I'm going with a six. Nonetheless, you were sweet and shared a little bit so I could taste it, and it was wonderful.
Oh, both smokestacks are now blowing vapor, water vapor.
Cool.
Maybe one was just, I don't know how one would be us is cold?
Yep, one of us is freezing. The other one's hot. When we were unloading, I was just like basking in the sun that was coming through my side. It felt good.
Think your hair being stuck on me is funny?
What can I say? I shed. Something for you.
What did you find for me?
A farm museum.
Farm museum.
I know, it says next left is a farm museum.
Sure.
And it's 5 miles that way. Oh, is it windy? I don't know what the wind gusts are, but I would not like to be an empty van right now.
No kidding. It's the left lane that ends, and the left lane is responsible for merging in. In British Columbia, it is the right lane that is responsible for merging in.
We've seen it.
I've seen it actually both ways in Washington.
We just saw it today a few times.
In BC, if you're in a passing lane, if you can get beside the other vehicle, the vehicle that you are passing has to slow down and merge in safely.
So looking up, we're getting close to Deer Park here. Feels like -26 with wind chill. So for Fahrenheit, actual temperature is +1 degree. But it feels like -15 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm trying to look up the wind gust. And this is right now 23-kilometer wind gust right now. I don't know how accurate that is, but
It feels stronger than that.
well, it is up ahead where it might be down lower or whatever too, right? I know when I was looking at our forecast the other day, it was 40 to 50-kilometer wind gusts. Have you decided what we're doing this weekend?
Staying home and warm.
Yeah, but how are you going to keep the truck from
Oh, I have no idea. I'll have to look at the forecast and decide.
cold?
Cold.
Yep. You're looking at this temperature all weekend, basically. So we want a truck that starts on Monday, so we should run it at some point on the weekend.
You're not coming with next week, are you?
No. What are you gonna miss the most?
You.
What about... Okay, I won't put you on the spot.
What about all the lack of helping you did this week of tarp rolling? You did all the paperwork though.
We talked about it beforehand because I still needed this week to recover from being sick. We talked about beforehand that I wouldn't be helping with untarping this week. Which I'm kind of glad I did, but the first few days of being in here, I was still recovering. And then this cold air is not helping.
Got better sleep last night?
I think I went from 3 hours to maybe 6. Like, it's not 8 hours, but it's a little better. Somehow I decided I want to take the bed sheet off last night in my sleep. Yeah. Maybe I was having a fight with something in my dreams. I don't know. It wasn't too bad for the traffic. Like once they started going in the morning, because we're industrial, you kind of felt the wind gusts as it, now they go past.
It's coming from your side now.
I feel it. You're definitely right. It gets cold pretty quick. We have the opposite problem in the summer when it's hot. And for some reason the vents on my side are in a position, I guess because not many passengers actually go along right, where it can get really toasty for me about my feet and stuff, and you're like, my feet are cold.
Your side blows more air.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I think because they assume not many times that there's a passenger, so have it blow over here and move over to your side. All I know is I get pretty toasty over here when you're cold. Literally times where I pick my feet up and put them on top of shoes and try to sit on my feet so they're off the ground.
And you know, I've never heard the term. I saw an advertisement for buildings. I've never heard the term pole barn in my life till I met you.
It's just what we call them. You've never heard of pole barn. I wonder if it's just American, like a U.S. term.
Washington has them.
See, I would know what a pole barn is. You still don't know what a pole barn is.
I'm not 100% convinced I know the definition of a pole barn.
I will try to find one to show you, at least my definition of what I grew up with.
Well, guys, I think we'll drive through Deer Park here and we'll call it a day. Get loaded in Colville and then just head home.
And I'll be pointing out pole barns the whole way. Definitely cold on my side.
I'm nice and toasty on my side.
I don't think that should be allowed, would you? But, deer right next to the road,
Oh, silhouettes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It reminds me of
Pincher Creek has the cowboys and the horses and the cattle.
It reminds me of the one time that you thought they were real at night.
Yeah, at night you see the silhouettes and you're like, oh, slow down, there's cows. Oh, never mind. Stupid cutout silhouettes.
Another thing is the ones that people use for practice, bow and arrow, and all that in the backyard if they're too close to the road.
The hunter's targets with, like a caribou standing in the backyard or a deer close next to the road or parallel to the road. It's like, hey, put those things in the backyard so we don't freak out and think there's an animal on the road.
I think it's probably got the gloves on the ground that are stealing my heat today.
No, it's the wind.
I know, I'm just trying to find an excuse to move all the gloves. I probably have like a dozen pair of gloves down there.
I have 3 pairs of gloves.
You're not counting all the small ones.
Oh. That vent blows the best, so that's where the gloves go to dry out.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. That's usually what's at my feet are some white gloves, which are not fun to find.
Somebody couldn't stop in time, or they were just having fun and off-roading.
No, I don't think they could stop in time.
Yeah, because they backed up.
Yep.
Didn't really go through Deer Park, but that was Deer Park to the east side of the road. I always use the shoulder here, man. I always use the shoulder to let people by.
He doesn't think he's slow, obviously.
No, he thinks he's... Okay, whatever. Anyway, we are out of here. Should I time it to honk past him as we say goodbye? The car's being impatient too. It's like, dude, use the shoulder. Use the shoulder. I guess you figure you're not a slow, huh? A slow driver. Anyway, we are out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really, really appreciate all your support. Couldn't do this without you guys. See you guys back on the road. Well, tomorrow on the bonus video, and then Sunday on the other channel, Sleep with a Trucker. Something nice and relaxing.
I'll see you guys in at least 3 weeks.
It might be a vacation video where you're in.
Okay, but it'll be a bit.
Be a few weeks.
I'll be in the comments, so I'll be checking in.
For now, we're out of here. Let's wait for this line. You guys absolutely rock.
Adios.